A cold, wet sensation jolted the man awake. A mountain goat was licking salt right off his face. He ripped off his blindfold, and the next second, brutal reality hit him like a sledgehammer to the chest. The man was dangling thousands of feet up a sheer cliff face, with a bottomless abyss below. Worse yet, when he looked up, his parachute was hopelessly tangled in a dead tree. The entire cliff face was smooth salt rock. He was completely trapped in midair. He quickly jammed a knife into his shoe to create a foothold, then drove two more knives deep into the salt wall, clawing his way up like a wild animal. But disaster struck again. The cheap blades couldn't handle his weight, and one snapped clean off. He lost his balance and fell straight down. At the last possible second, the dead tree caught him, but the trunk groaned under the strain, ready to break at any moment. So he spun around, grabbed his knife, and frantically sawed through the parachute cords. Just as the branch gave way, he broke free. But a new nightmare awaited. He was left with only 1 foot wedged against the salt wall, his strength draining fast. Just as his consciousness started to slip, he spotted the goat. It was spread-eagled against the cliff face, casually licking salt as if it were standing on flat ground. So the man decided to go all in. He mimicked the goat's position, threw himself against the wall, arms spread wide, wedging his body in tight. Thousands of feet of empty air yawned below him. Fear made it almost impossible to breathe, but there was no turning back now. Inch by inch, he finally made it to a rocky ledge. But before he could even catch his breath, the salt rock beneath his feet crumbled. The man's mind went blank. Like a desperate monkey, he leapt frantically from goat to goat, barely managing to grab the cliff's edge. By now, he was completely spent and couldn't pull himself up. That's when the lead goat appeared above him. The goat sniffed the man's scent and immediately realized he wasn't one of them. The next second, the goat lowered its head and charged. The man nearly lost his grip, hanging on by just one hand now, fingers locked onto the rock. He tried to climb up again, but the goat didn't stop. It charged a second time. In that instant, he grabbed the goat's horns. The goat panicked and struggled, instinctively backing up, and in its confusion, dragged the entire man up over the cliff's edge. The man had actually been saved. He could hardly believe it. The creature that saved his life was this wild mountain goat. He gently stroked the goat, his eyes full of gratitude for surviving against all odds. Maybe many animals really do have more feelings than we give them credit for. Follow me for a daily dose of intense movie breakdowns. Surviving against all odds. Maybe many animals really do have more feelings than we give them credit for. Follow me for a daily dose of intense movie breakdowns.